It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for rejoining the conversation. We've just got a little bit of time left with you, so we're going to make the most of it and see if we can do something special. We know that internet connectivity is important for, or vital for work, let's be honest. Studying, we know how much of a market makes there, and having access to other crucial information daily. We need that plug-in. HYPA Fiber is the internet service provider that is bridging the digital divide. We need to hear these words. They're empowering lives through enhanced connectivity by supplying prepaid fiber Wi-Fi to underserviced communities, a market that is waiting to be tapped into. And here to tell us more about why they do what they do and take this angle is Head of Sales, John Gatinji. John, thank you so much for joining us, my friend. I love purpose playing out in big business. I hate the fact that in South Africa for so long we've been using our corporate social investment to prop up our market while we make our money on the top end. You guys see life and business through a different lens. You've identified where the real kind of machinery is. So maybe take us back a few steps and tell us who you are. What does HYPA Fiber stand for? Where's your purpose in all of this?
Well, thank you for having me on the show. HYPA Fiber is more than a brand. We are a community-based business where we believe in partnering with local players within our node. And what we do is we bridge the digital divide between urban cities, rural settlements, townships, and emerging communities. And in so doing, at the core of our vision is to make sure and ensure that we bridge the digital divide between the likes of townships and core cities such as Cape Town.
It's connecting the dots. And I love it because often we forget. We think, oh, but why is no one else doing this? Because the link seems so obvious there. And often it requires someone to step back and make those connections, which you've done. You invest and suddenly you start getting out because these are untapped markets. I have a feeling by choosing to partner with these kind of community empowerers, you've moved up from 11th place in your space to 3rd in a very short amount of time. What is key to that growth arc? Because that is incredible.
Well, we first of all welcome and acknowledge current players, ISPs and FNOs within our industry. We think that we do things a little bit differently. We have our own tempo. For example, we have our own calling and the way in which we penetrate these markets. For example, we have a term called juice.
Okay.
Juice means join us in creating excitement.
So like that.
Every day we would say juice. So when we see each other, we'd say, hey, juice, juice. This tempo allows us to be alive, and it allows us to harvest our own way of working, our own unique way of creating a relationship with these communities.
And that speaks to trust, and that speaks to a customer that's going to stay with you and is going to empower your brand through that journey. I absolutely love this transfer from the haves to the have-nots and creating that. It's absolutely important. When you look at your inspiration and how you've built your model, are there ISPs out there that you model yourself after or draw inspiration from? What kind of drives this dynamic and innovative way that you approach the business?
People. I think people. The communities that we service, we are trying our absolute best to make sure that we put communities at the forefront of our business, and in so doing, we are piloting various tasks within these communities. For example, we have something called a schools project initiative. In any area within our community where we actually have coverage, we would partner with the local school, provide them with very fast, unlimited, uncapped fiber infrastructure. And this allows the schools to get connected. In so doing, your average school in South Africa, public school, has about 1,000 learners. That would mean that 1,000 learners have access to the digital world. And we would layer additional services to the schools and to the communities, such as our Bella app, which is a voice app, which allows any user within South Africa to call, text, chat, and get full support, all for free within the app. The app is free to download on our Google Play Store or Apple Play Store, and it's called HYPA Bella. And this is additional services outside of our FTTH, which is fiber to the home offering.
I love it, buddy. I have a feeling you and I are going to sit down and probably not in a few years, but over the next few years, a few times as this evolves, because I think you've plugged into an evolving market at the base level that is going to reap so much. But what I'm thinking about is what the access to data is going to change in the lives of the young people that you are servicing, these communities that you have chosen to make the heart of your business model. The best investment choice ever, because they're going to be the custodians. They're going to be your market. I love it, dude. I'm getting goosebumps everywhere at the moment. Absolutely amazing. So we want you to plug into this kind of spirit and be a part of this change. If you upgrade to HYPA Fiber Uncapped Home Internet starting from just 244 Rand per month, try and beat that, you stand a chance to be one of 5 lucky customers to win a month of unlimited Wi-Fi and uninterruptible power supply units. And then I think this is the real kicker for me. You get to choose a school of your choice to win free Wi-Fi for an entire year. That is life-changing. To enter, please WhatsApp 064 097 882 with your power outage story. And we're going to get a lot of entries, so make it a cracker. And don't forget to follow the prompts to complete the deal. And of course, remember this hashtag #PowerUpWithHyper. You're going to see a lot of it. This competition closes on the 7th of February, but you can find all the terms and conditions and so much more information that will empower you on hypa.co.za, and we'll keep those details up on our socials. John, you're an absolute legend. Your company are going to do miracles in this country. Thank you so much, my man.
Thank you for having me.